Me and Haley are back in my room from our walk, and it actually really helped me. Like, going outside and actually having a plan of what I want to do today it really helped to improve my mood. I wanted to chit chat about what I've been feeling recently. Like, although I've been pretty depressed for a few weeks now. I've been just feeling really unhappy. I feel really blessed. Like, I feel really grateful. And I mean, when I say blessed, like, I don't mean in a religious or a spiritual way, because I'm neither. I'm not religious, I'm not spiritual, and I don't really believe in anything explicitly, but I guess I'm trying to say, like, I've been feeling more than grateful, more than lucky. Usually, I just feel pretty lucky, and I've always just had this sense of gratitude. More recently, as I started to grow up, I started to realize I'm a pretty, like, grateful person. But the other night, I was having, like, I was just having, like, I don't know how to describe it. I was having a night where it was like the feelings that I was feeling, they felt so unclear that it almost felt worse than being outright sad. And that's kind of what depression feels like, where it's like you might have an idea of what is going on, and I maybe had a feeling of like, okay, I'm unhappy because of this, but more so, like, most of the time I'm feeling quite blank, I'm feeling quite dull, and that almost feels so much worse than feeling like I'm upset or I'm irritable. And I was feeling that way the other night, and I hadn't really eaten much all day. I feel like I was pretty hungry, and when I'm feeling depressed, I often will kind of like fast because it feels good to actually feel something like hunger. Sorry, it's just a little weird. But mostly what I'm trying to say, like, even though I was feeling pretty low and pretty, like, dull and just sad, I still had this feeling that, like, I'm incredibly lucky and I'm incredibly grateful that these are my problems. Like, I don't have really, really bad things happening to me right now. And I still have this, like, feeling of being lucky for all that I have and being lucky for the way that I am and for the person that I've become as I've grown up. I'm glad that I have everything that I need, and I actually can think and I can really imagine the things that I want. I took a moment. I took a moment, and it's really not often that I actually just will sit down and just be quiet, close my eyes, and really just freaking think, like, what am I feeling? What do I want? What is it that I'm really, like, having a problem with right now? And yeah, if you're spiritual, if you're religious, you could definitely see that as I was praying, or if you're spiritual, I was manifesting, or, I don't know. I just felt like I was being wishful. I was really just actualizing the things that I feel. Like, okay, why might I be unhappy? What is it that my goals are? What do I really want? Because when I was younger, I would think about all the stuff that I want and all the stuff that I would think about having boobs a lot when I was younger. I would think about that a lot. And I was just like hoping and wishing for all these things that would happen to me that I really wanted to see in my future. And a lot of them I got. And a lot of them I got, and I wasn't really happy that I got them when I got them. But I was careful to think to myself, like, even if this thing doesn't come exactly how I want it to, I just want to be able to be happy with what things turn out as. So, yeah, whichever way you interpret what I was doing, maybe I was meditating. I just was sitting and realizing I'm so grateful that despite everything that's happening right now, despite the fact that I'm in a position where I feel like I can't change a lot of stuff, I feel like I'm just not myself. I feel like I want things to be over. I want things to be resolved already. I understand that there's a lot of value in going through rough times, because I'm learning, I'm more so being able to appreciate the times where things are not like that for me and just learn something from it. And so I was careful to not just quickly wish, oh, I just want this to be over. I just want things to be better. I feel like that's such a waste of energy. I just don't do things like that. I don't think in that way because, um, of course, if I could snap my fingers and be happy and be in the summertime and, be hanging out with my friends and all this good stuff, of course, if I could snap my fingers, I would want things to be that way, but that's just so unrealistic. So I think I was trying to be a little bit more mature, and I was trying to think of, okay, I just hope that things will resolve soon, or I just hope that this will feel like it's worth it. The result of whatever I'm feeling right now, hopefully I'm satisfied with whatever comes of it. Hopefully I can actually grow as a person and use this challenge as something that's going to build my character, or just feel like I said, this was at least worth it in whatever way. Like, this is a point of growth for me. So I guess feeling blessed to me, because I've just become more comfortable with saying that, because I don't want to signify that I'm a religious person, or I don't want to signify that I'm a spiritual person at all, because I'm not. But I do still feel blessed even though I don't follow any religious beliefs or spiritual beliefs. I guess I'm just saying, it feels like it's more than luck. Throughout my life, I've always felt like I was pretty lucky because I could acknowledge, things are good for me. Things are happening for me that don't have to happen. They don't have to happen. And it doesn't feel like it's the result of anything that I'm really doing, or it's the result of anything that someone else is doing. Things are just, some things are just really good for me. And so feeling lucky throughout my life like that, I still feel that way. But yeah, sometimes it feels a little bit more intense than just luck. And I guess I'm feeling, yeah, I guess that would be what feeling blessed feels like. But yeah, I mean, after sitting there and just thinking, because I was actually I didn't necessarily start crying. I was journaling, and I was just feeling so overwhelmed and so upset, but I couldn't cry because I wasn't really sad. I was feeling unhappy, but I wasn't really feeling a true feeling of sadness. It just felt like I don't like this and I want this to change. So I couldn't even cry because I wasn't really sad. And so I feel like I was becoming full of the feeling of what it felt like before you cry, but I had no tears to cry. So I just sat there, and I think I did kind of start crying, but I wasn't really crying because I was sad. I was just crying as a way to relieve myself, because it was I'm trying to feel better. And I just realized I just need to stop, and I'm just gonna sit here and, you know, if I'm just putting out and I'm just thinking and I'm really actualizing what I'm feeling and what I want to happen, what I want to change, whatever might be true of the way that life is, whether religion is true, whether spirituality is true, whether there's nothing and I'm just talking to myself and I'm just really putting it in my head, that reminding myself this is what I want and this is what I'm gonna really put myself towards. I just kind of sat and thought to myself, and I just felt so clear-minded. I really have never felt that calm, even when I was feeling so many feelings that I just couldn't really feel anything. I felt calm as I started to just think. And yeah, that was really interesting. That was really, really interesting. So maybe that was me meditating. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe I was just sitting with my thoughts, sorting them out, organizing, and thinking, okay, I feel this way. I know that this is the reality. This is what I want. These are my goals. I'm grateful that I have this ambition. I'm grateful that I have this drive in me, despite feeling the emotions that I have, and I just feel lucky. So basically, that's all. I had that little moment a few days ago, and excuse me, I had a pretty good day. I tried to wake up early, and I tried to do some things, be a little bit productive, but that's mostly what I've been thinking about all day. Is I'm trying to really change things that are in my control and do a little bit better, because I have this little bit of motivation today that I didn't have earlier in this week. And yeah, I mean, I think I just feel pretty lucky, pretty grateful that things are starting to look up a little bit, and that even though like this is the lowest mood that I've had in a while, I'm still happy that things are good for me, things are secure for me. Like, I'm healthy, I'm safe, I have people around me who support me and who love me, and I'm able to be in a position where I'm pursuing something that I want to be doing, and I'm feeling like I'm actually making progress on it, and people care about me, and, you know, I have everything that I need, to the point where I'm able to focus so much on the stuff that I want. That feels like such a luxury, because there's so much stuff that could be different for me, where I wouldn't be able to have this ambition, I wouldn't be able to have this imagination, because I'd be struggling with the things that are, you know, really bad, that are really impacting my life. So I'm just blessed that things are the way that they are, even though they're not the way that I want them to be, and they're not perfect. I hope this video could have helped you. I hope that me just sitting here yapping and blabbering about something that I'm going through could actually help you to, like, interpret your feelings in maybe a different way or a better way. This is just why I like to get on here and make these kinds of videos, because my life and my experiences and my thoughts could actually, I don't know, hopefully help you. But that's it for this video. I hope you have a nice day. I hope you had a nice day, and I hope you continue to have a good week. Bye bye.